Bro, you. Oh, you're core trolling with that, bro. Yeah, you trolling. It's been two. It's 2 months, bro. It's been 2 to 3 months, bro. 2 to 3 months.
So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Throw to the running back in the flat. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these...
He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. Touchdown, Longhorns. Way too much speed in that play.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Fielded in the end zone. Big Smith. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's past the marker and still going. Breaks into the clear. Out past the 30. Past the 10. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Sooners.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Automatic in the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid game.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Caught over the middle. It's Graves. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Quick throw, the catch is made. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. What's cool about the battle for the golden hat is that it's a wearable trophy. You see the winning side, they went, grab that hat, Kirk. pocket, they take a picture that lasts a lifetime.
And Chris, think about it over the years, all the different folks that have been able to have a chance to put that hat on. Charlie Strong, of course, when Texas had a big win, Baker Mayfield, Vince Young. I mean, it goes back and forth. And you're right, today, whoever wins this game, they're going to be quick to get that hat on.
Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. Good enough for first down yardage.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Looking for his back. And the ball is hauled in. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Now the defense goes with a blitz here, which opened up the middle of the field to the back on the angle route, and it's an easy first down for the offense.
Looking to throw yet again. Rivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Here we go, third and short on the 7th play of this drive. They'll try to run for the first down. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The Longhorns will look to convert here on 4th down. He escapes the pocket. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Smith. And he's got a crease here. Look out. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Hoping for another chapter in this tremendous rivalry, Kirk. They've been playing since 1900.
Yeah, that's really what makes college football what it is. And I think all the concern with the realignment was we would potentially lose games like this. It's great to see Texas and OU still be playing for many years to come. I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big games, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch!
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. On the run here, lets it go. And it's picked off, threw it across his body, and paid the price.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Defense will make the stop, but what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. On the move now. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. That's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's running out of time here. They'll try a pass here. Oh, that one's picked off.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quick throw to his receiver. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's got the first and still going. He's in the clear. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. There was no catching him that time.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. offense on the field to take over. Here's the handoff. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. The pass is intercepted. Breaking free at midfield. He could go. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Pitch to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
There you go. Love to see the willingness of a corner who's not just out there to cover, but he's a complete corner. That's what he just displayed, an ability to come up, took the pitch on, and that's a loss for the offense.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. It's a toss to the left side. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on 3rd down? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Yeah, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
And he's got it. No problem. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback on the start of the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Looking to chuck it again. And the senior quarterback, lucky it didn't get picked off, almost made a freshman mistake. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Wide open downfield.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
Offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down.
You still can't see you playing this game.
From the shotgun, drops back. Grabbed by the receiver. Longhorns offense is on the move now.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here.
But you
Looked like
look
they
at the
had
combo book,
exactly what they
about
wanted to be able to come up with a stop
Justin.
here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Good looking down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Jump force, yeah, let's play that one.
The shotgun running play call. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete, looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense.
They look crazy, bro.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up 1st down at the 15.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. He'll throw it now. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Breaks the lead. Here he goes. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today. 1st down now at the 46. Instead of being backed up, that one big play has got them out near midfield. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Catch made on the right side. Football comes out. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half.
Alabama, Barker, and Neal was on stream again. Shout out her.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Target, it's no good. The lead remains 10 after that miss. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this deep to begin the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The Sooners offense is back on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The Sooners have 1st and 10 here. I'll flip back to the QB. The pocket breaking down. That's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will line up to boot it away. That's the first punt today for the offense. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Quick completion to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
A short connection to the tight end here. He'll be brought down at the 46. Good enough for a 1st down. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Handoff to the single back. Breaking free at the 35. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
You hoop or not?
That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Bringing it out. It's Smith. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
All right, bet.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on
What's
the field.
wrong?
They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. From the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to 21.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third down coming up after that running play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. And the Sooners will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. Putting up with a sneak. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
That's where you tip to the offensive line. Fourth down in inches. Simple call, quarterback sneak. But a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. First and 10 now. Clock running, final minute of the quarter. Ball handed off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They test the middle there, but get nothing. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Looking for the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They get him down, and not before he reaches the 39. The Sooners look to keep this drive moving. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, it's incomplete. Tried a little lob pass there, but doesn't work. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Delayed handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
I think they dropped the missile code now to the casino.
And he'll drop back here on third down.
The casino map got dropped.
That pass is no good. Incomplete to wrap up play here in the third quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Leading here in the fourth quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it, enough for a first down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Sooners getting set on first and 10. Wants to throw it. Pressure is coming. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So second and 6.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. Ball handed off. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. The offense will stay on the field for this fourth down attempt. Clean toward the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. A completion sets up a second down play. He's looking to throw. Caught for the completion. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the move now. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Having a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
First down.
You broke my heart.
Caught in completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Looking to throw it again. He lets it go. Grab down the middle. It's Braves. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14. Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback has got to do a better job of recognizing that there's double coverage on this receiver. He still tries to throw that in there, believing in his receiver, and he almost throws an interception.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. fielded in the end zone. Big Smith will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Grinding away with their running game. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show in a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
That one play has flipped field position. First down, the opponent's 44. They'll test the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Takes the handoff again. Breaking free at the 35. He makes the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. Running a quarterback sneak here. I don't think he got in. The big guy's up front just walling him off. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Third down and goal. Crucial play coming up. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
How about that, Chris? These guys are just trying to work the clock. He springs free and scores on the last play of the game.
That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk.